He played new Nasus, guys. Let's do this. I'm actually curious, man.
There's League of Hashinshin. There's another YouTube channel that just posts my
first
shit.
pick.
That's
My
just it.
opinion is that dodge. Okay, and I've said this before. I think dodging should be, if you dodge as it is right now, like before bans. If you just like see someone on your team and like, I don't want to play with that guy, and you dodge. Okay, fine. Minus the LP,
Okay.
no MMR. If you dodge after bans, it should be basically the MMR equivalent of 3 LP loss, and then every rotation thereon, like every pick rotation, should increase it by +1. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So then eventually you're getting -9.
Yo, this guy is a genius. They should actually do something like that, maybe. If you actually wait for freaking 10 minutes before you dodge, hoping that someone else is going to dodge, you're going to lose more LP. Makes sense. That would be nice.
LP and MMR for dodging. So what do people do these days? You're supposed to go spellbook? Is that really the play? You go spellbook?
No shit, man.
I think against Ornn you go grasp. I don't see why you go.
I don't understand grasp. Why grasp?
Exactly.
Or you're gonna get a lot of hits.
Yo, first wrong thing about this video, guys. Never go grasp on this champion. Never. If you want to go for a more offensive route, go for freaking this little thing right here. You see this? You see this little thing right here? Precision tree. You go for this, you go for full lifesteal with Conqueror. But in my opinion, the best way to play Nasus anyway is Spellbook, because it gives you insane amount of utility and power in team fights, because you have summoners all the freaking time, and all the time you can fight and do something. And you really have to look for situations where you can do something with this champion, because Nasus is so freaking weak. Even after buffs, I mean, he's much better, but still, like, top 10, top 20, the worst top lane champions for sure. So, can Nasus be taken to Challenger? Currently, I don't think so. Anti-Nasus items were buffed so insanely hard, like Blade of the Ruin King, for example, that you absolutely can't do anything if this champion has no carry potential. You have to have good early game at the same time, and enemy jungler can't dive you because you're going to get destroyed. And like, let me put it this way: Nasus can be strong if you have good early game, and then you transition your lead into mid game. If you're behind, you're never going to be useful. Pretty much in a nutshell, this is how it works. Conk is legit if you're a man. Conk, in my opinion, would be better in lower elos, and I would actually advise to use Conqueror in lower elos, because, to be honest, Spellbook in lower elos for people that start to play Nasus and stuff like that might be sometimes confusing to use. And Conqueror is pretty simple. You get your stats, you get your lifesteal, and life's good, man. And especially, it's going to be better in lower elos, because in lower elos people are not going to go for grievous wounds. In higher elo environment, people are just going to cut your healing all the time, and you know, the efficiency of this rune just goes down. Is it reasonable for a jungler to camp Nasus lane and get him in there? Absolutely. In solo queue, especially below masters, Nasus is going to be, if ahead, against certain team comps, he's going to be a 1v9 machine, and nobody will be able to stop him. It's going to be different in Challenger Grandmaster, but, you know.
Movement, Nimbus Cloak movement, I'd be like, bam.
Okay, so first bad thing he's doing, he's pushing for whatever reason. The first thing you want to do as Nasus is to let your opponent slowly push and freeze under your turret for as long as you can. Against some champions, you won't be able to do that. For example, Darius, Renekton, like super hard bully champions. But this is the first thing you want to do. If you're going to push straight up this wave like that, a good opponent is going to freeze under his turret and wait for ganks, and you can't actually walk up to farm because you're in a constant danger of ganks. It doesn't make any freaking sense.
Hella movement speed, goddamn.
And he's still pushing for whatever reason. And this is already a bad position because he can get ganked and he's dead. Just like that. And the game is over. The game is over just like that.
Shield on his Q, I feel like he will never be balanced.
Melee champion.
Oh guys, by the way, the difference between Doran's shield and triple beats. With beats, he would probably have this much HP right now. Something like that. And you still sell them for more. In the matchups like Ornn, where he actually can't one-shot you, triple beats is always going to be better because it gives you more sustain and more resale value. Against matchups that can one-shot you, you go cloth for damage reduction, and that's it. It's that simple. Doran's shield is never good on this champion.
I had to get my blazer.
Yo, I really don't think that this gank is going to end up well, but maybe it's just me. And he should flash immediately. Maybe he's going to survive.
Oh, I thought I would live there.
I thought with 10 HP, like
How many stackaronis you at?
Not many. It's okay. Early game, it's not really that big a deal.
so. Some of you could laugh at this point because he said no many, but at this point in the game, amount of stacks actually doesn't matter. In this point in the game, what matters is that your wave is in a good position for you, and this wave is horrible because this huge wave is going to slowly push towards him, towards Ornn, and Nasus is not a champion that can push waves fast. So again, this is basically a freeze situation for Ornn, and Nasus will not touch farm for 10 minutes without jungle help. Amount of stacks this minute doesn't matter. The wave position is the most important thing, so you can get stacks and farm in a safe position for you without being vulnerable to ganks. And that's it pretty much. Wave position is the most important thing in this moment. Amount of stacks doesn't matter. Just try to get as many minions as possible and you're going to get stacks automatically. And just freeze. Look, I'm assuming he's trying to push this to the turret right now, but he doesn't realize that he's going to get absolutely annihilated by Ornn. Yeah. At this point, you can't do anything. You can't push the turret because you're going to lose 1v1s against anyone. It doesn't matter if it's Ornn or Cho'Gath or Maokai. You're going to lose. So at this point, you just have to try to farm with your E and set up a gank right here. Set up a ward right here, just so you see if someone is coming, and just try to get some experience in the farm here. That's it. But instead, he's trying to fight for whatever reason, and he's going to die again because again. Why he fights, I don't know.
Oh,
Yep. Although this auto attack range was... Let me see this one more time. What? Rito, please, man, tell me what's going on.
oh,
I feel like this guy could easily escape this gank if he just run right there, but he decided to win trade a little bit there, so.
Need me?
ah, here we got this.
It was perfect now. It was like perfectly frozen.
The double
He tries to fight again, like.
Jesus Christ.
Again, fighting against Ornn while being 0-2 as Nasus, and he's surprised he's going to lose. Hello? This is embarrassing to what? Yeah, but you can actually learn a lot because this video should be a guide. This should be renamed from DK and playing new Nasus blah 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 to how not to play Nasus guide 2020. That's it. Yo, I know it's crazy, but he actually still has decent amount of stacks, which is funny because he died 3 times at this point and he's trying to fight Ornn pretty much all the time. But hey, he got TP, so. Yeah, he doesn't even have Nimbus Cloak. Look, if you really want to be like experiment with Nasus, you can go for Phase Rush. In some cases it might be useful. I mean, Phase Rush was buffed like so many times, so it's definitely going to be useful. But the sorcery tree problem, and the main reason why I'm not going for Phase Rush on this champion never, is that sorcery tree only has one good rune for Nasus, except for Phase Rush, and it's Nimbus, which by the way is probably going to get nerfed soon because it's very strong. Other than that, you have nothing there, almost basically nothing that is actually good. So you trade 4 insanely good runes from Inspiration Tree for 2 good runes on Sorcery Tree, so it's basically not worth it. Transcendence, yeah, but the only thing that this is going to do is going to give you Rune Shard open slot that you can get attack speed instead of CDR, and that's it. So it's not really good. Arguably, even celerity would be better, but celerity is just 5 movement speed, so yeah. What? Why do you walk in?
Kind of thought I would survive that.
What? If you're like a tank, that doesn't matter what champion that is. If you're sitting under your turret with 250 HP, just run away. You're going to die nevertheless. There's no way you're going to survive something like that. And he stayed.
Kind of thought I would survive that.
You and me, we've got this.
Oh, with all my
Yeah,
ammo.
survive my
Those
ass.
Nasus buffs, though.
Yeah, Twitch, the Nasus buffs aren't really doing great because I can't really be playing from this far behind against an Ornn.
This is actually a pretty nice flank. As you will be able to see, he's not going to get any kills, which would be very nice for him right now. But it's still going to be probably 2 kills, so it's still pretty good. 2 kills or just 1?
Oh my. I'll watch.
2, okay, that's fine. That's a good flank.
Whatever.
No Sheen is because, look, this is one of the reasons why Doran's Shield is so bad. You waste so much gold on a dead item. It just provides you a little bit of extra regeneration, and that's it. That's it. You don't do anything with that after that. With Cloth, you can actually build it to CDR with Shroud. And with Beads, you can sell them fast to get Sheen. Both options are very decent. Doran's Shield is just straight up dead item. And it's freaking useless. But yeah, he bought Boots instead of Kindle Gem for tankiness. Okay, he was behind. So he thinks that he's behind on Nasus, so he has to go for these defensive items, right? But the easier way to play this would be not to fight Ornn all the time like this guy is doing. just slow it down, baby, right? Just slow it down, get some stacks, get freaking Sheen and try to run him down. Although it would be hard still because Ornn is broken, but maybe he's not that strong after nerfs. So it's possible. But you definitely, this should be a guide how not to play Nasus basically. You definitely do not fight your opponents all the time. And if you want to be stupid and do it, just take grasp, okay? But this is not how you play, man. You're going to lose against everyone. Everyone. And on top of that, you're vulnerable to ganks. This is just insane, man. Hey, what's up, guys? League is dead, so we're watching some Hashinshin playing Nasus, man.
I'll watch. Exhaust. Whatever. Pretty sure. Are you Emaxing? Second?
No, W. It's 35%.
Oh my! Wither second? Please kill me, man. Please. Against a freaking tank, dude. Against a freaking full 300, 400 armor tank. He maxing W, dude.
Armor pen at rank 1 anyway.
Alright, man, so how do I even start with this? There's so much to explain. First of all, he's saying that he's maxing W because he has good armor penetration on E. This is absolute freaking trash. You as an Nasus absolutely have to max E on this champion pretty much every game. Except for like super rare situations when you're against 10 and 0 Tryndamere, so you can get W max, so you don't feed even more, and you can actually drop Wither on him in team fights, so he's useless. Other than that, you always max E secondary, because that allows you to deal a lot of more damage in 1v1s or 1v2s, whatever, in team fights as well, and push the wave. Without this, you're a freaking walking minion, like I'm going to stay in top for 20 minutes. You know, you have to E-max to get your wave pushing. If you don't have your E-maxed, you won't be able to split push at all for freaking 15 minutes, and you just can't do anything, that's all. Another thing, thank you, veteran. Another thing is Sheen. Where the heck is his Sheen? Like, Sheen and Nasus is pretty much the same word. You basically, like, if you don't run Sheen on the champion, you're just trolling, basically. So that's why Iceborne is so good, because it provides you armor at the same time, extra slow, and Sheen. Freaking Sheen, man. You deal like double the damage when you complete your Sheen, dude. Like, it's that simple. And you get CDR at the same time. This guy is just going for... I know he has no clue how to play Nasus, because he has like full defensive items, but you have to run Sheen, because it gives you kill pressure. It gives you way more lifesteal in lane. Way more lifesteal. It gives you everything, basically. Everything you need. So Sheen, in most cases, if you're not super behind, this guy is behind, but forget about him for a second. You have to run Sheen first, and your life is good, man. Now you can kill your opponent. You can stack faster with CDR. You have way more lifesteal. You're good. Another thing is that he started Doran's Shield. This item is garbage. Don't use this item, guys. There's two starter builds for Nasus. One is Cloth 4 against champions that are going to possibly one-shot you to get some damage reduction, and 4 potions to sustain. And this actually going to run. This is going to transform into Shroud. So you basically can get a very fast Shroud and very fast full CDR. So that's one thing. And second thing, against champions that can't kill you very fast, they're just going to poke you, like Teemo, like most of the AP matchups, is triple beats. Why triple beats are better than Doran's? For 2 reasons. 1, they provide you more life regeneration, and 2, they sell for more. So if you need a little bit of gold, and you're going to, you can sell 2 beats for 200 gold, and boom, all of a sudden you have your, for example, Sheen power spike item, and you can go back and actually kill your opponent. So beats all the way. 3 beats. You can actually go for 2 beats and 4 potions as well against super cancerous champions like Teemo, for example. But triple beats, 1 potion is fine. Yeah, guys, I don't want to watch this anymore. I really don't want to watch this. Please, I can't do it anymore. There should be a guide how not to play Nasus, I swear. One more thing, what could they do to make Nasus more decent? Buff base stats. That's it. Nasus is one of the worst, I think the worst base stats out of all of champions, out of all bruisers. So buffing his base stats would actually make him less abusable, but it's tough, man, because that would buff his lower elos as well, and he's actually pretty good in low elo, so it's really hard to say. Corruption potion, it's garbage. It's only Cloth 4 or triple beats. It's not good on Nasus. Unless you go for something like Emax, but I only play Qmax, so I don't recommend Emax. If you want to play Emax, you might as well play Maokai or Malphite. You're going to have same damage, but you're going to at least have CC in teamfights. Also, Emax is going to be absolute trash for lower elos. You won't be able to carry with this, so it makes no sense. It's fine, nobody died. Just farm it up. You have good stacks.
Kill Vinny, kill Vinny. 1 minion from level.
Oh no.
That 100 damage.
What are Nasus power spikes? First, it's level 6. Then you go back, you get Sheen. So this is another power spike. Basically, when you get your Sheen, this is the power spike. At this point, you can kill your opponent almost always if someone's going to mess up. It's not going to work in Master Plus, at least not always, but yeah, Sheen is a huge power spike. Then level 7, level 9. After that, full finished items pretty much. Iceborne, finished Iceborne is a huge power spike. Finished Spirit Visage is huge power spike, and Sterak's is an absolutely huge power spike. Sterak's is a bread and butter for Nasus. So this is pretty much a real Triforce for Nasus, not the item, but these 3 items: Sterak's, Iceborne, and Spirit, like the real Triforce for Nasus. So yeah. Level 11 and 16 too, yeah. Yo, just Q it! Oh my... What was he waiting for here? Look, this guy just 1 Q and he's dead. He's freaking dead!
Oh, god damn it.
There's lose half my health. Yeah, I don't know.
Again, what he's doing, I don't know. He should be just farming with Ornn at this point and hope that he's going to win 4v4. Nasus is extremely useless without a Sheen even late game. That's not true. Stacks actually have diminishing returns. So the more stacks you have, the less effect you're going to see, basically. So with 600 stacks, between 600 stacks and 800 stacks, you're basically going to see no difference. So in a late game, if you go for no Sheen build and you have 700 stacks, for example, you're going to see no difference. That's how it works. But Sheen is used for your insane early game power spike, CDR at the same time, and it builds into the best Nasus item in the game, in my opinion, so Iceborne. So you get tankiness anyway, so, you know. But Sheen is not necessarily in a late game, actually. It's not needed. But Iceborne provides crazy good tank stats and slowing aura at the same time. So that's why Iceborne is the best, in my opinion. Triforce, if you want to go Triforce, you can. But the reality is that in a late game, you're not going to see a massive damage boost with Triforce compared to Iceborne. It's going to be better in the early game, and the later the game goes, the lower the damage difference is going to be. Why is he still fighting? He should be stacking right now. He doesn't know how to play Nasus. Well, I realize that.
I'm gonna go black, please.
He walked back for no reason. He just
I mean,
press freaking Wither on Ezreal
I'll have
and go
nearly
back.
Permanent Wither.
Yeah, but at least I was happy to see this video because like Hash always says that Nasus is broken, so now at least he understands that, you know, maybe it's not the case. Some people say that Nasus is more of a mid-game champion than late game because of Resistance Champions. Absolutely. Nasus was always all about mid-game. Nasus is a mid-game champion. In the late game, he actually falls off, like really hard. If you're ahead as Nasus and you have a lot of stacks, you're only going to be very strong in the mid game. Late game, you suck. If you're behind, then you're useless all the time, basically. So.
What I signed up for? Shit. I guess I should have next.
Wither Ezreal, man. Please.
God.
He withered freaking Taric, man.
Oh, fuck.
Oh my!
I have a win con. I'll out-tank them.
Look, he's super behind at this point. All he has to do is to walk up like that. Like, just ignore this guy completely. Wither freaking Ezreal and just stand there. That's it. That's all. That's it. This is all he has to do. Stand there, tank. His team is going to finish Ornn, and then he escapes. Like, Ezreal alone with Wither is not going to finish Nasus.
Oh my god.
Oh,
You know, he got the Taric at least, so.
I have a win con.
It's
I'll
fine.
out-tank them. Because I can build full tank, and then I can shred armor. They can build full tank, but they can't shred armor.
Yes, you can shred armor, but not you can't shred armor with 1 point E. And you're freaking maxing W and you're using this on Taric instead of Ezreal, which is another interesting story. Sure, man. Yo, this Wither range, did you see that?
The user doing 70 damage each.
Okay, just kill him, please. Don't stack him, just.
Jesus Christ.
A few moments later.
Alright guys, I'm good. Alright, so first of
The
all,
user doing 70 damage.
if you're against 200, let me see how much is that. It's 170 something. If you're against Mage with Zonius and you don't have a Sheen Knight, I know it's not going to happen for you guys, but to you guys, but if you don't have a Sheen item against a Mage with 170 armor that can spam shields, probably just finish him. Like, going for stacks, you're not going to believe me, but I messed up so many kills in the past. I mean, I played like 10k Nasus games in a lifetime, but I messed up so many kills because I just wanted to stack somebody. Stacks don't matter. They don't matter. Just finish your opponents as fast as possible, unless you're 100% sure that they're going to die. You know?
Nasus, he's an overstat piece of shit champion that never should exist, and Riot should nerf him to oblivion.
Yo, Hash, thanks. Thanks for support, man. But just kill them immediately. Like, it's not worth it to, you know, someone can come here that he has zero vision. Someone like Lee Sin or something can shield this guy, and boom, Tarek, for example, and boom, that's a wasted kill, basically. That was one of the most embarrassing things I've seen in my life, honestly. Hash flex with his Nasus mechanics. Alright guys, so please tell me, one mistake he did in this fight. He did everything perfectly. Just watch again. Okay, so I explained that before. What he did right there is actually good. What he was doing in this team fight, just look at this, was actually good. But there is one problem, he didn't have ultimate. Maybe you don't know, but I use Rocket. I don't know what model is this, but Rocket keyboard. He didn't have ultimate, guys. Maybe some people don't know, but Nasus is actually a walking minion without ultimate. So if you don't have ultimate, and you want to help your team, just drop E on your enemies and just wither AD carry and walk away. Going like that inside is just going to be, you're useless. You can't do anything, especially while being 1-7. But other than that, he did a good job, I guess. But I guess having no ultimate was crucial there. So he actually has a lot of stacks, man, which is funny.
He's alone, yeah. Might take a while,
but now TPing to kill 400 armor Ornn, using your TP to just try to kill 400 armor Ornn is probably not the best idea there.
He's flashing. Ah, that sucks.
Oh, this Victor is freaking dead. He's dead, boys. He's 6 feet deep. With max freaking wither, you're dead, boy. Nice. Plus 12.
That's just 300 armor.
Boom!
How do I play?
Let's go, baby. But it's over. Video is over, so it's over.
And like Riot needs to look at armor stacking.
Okay.
Look at this shit. You're a fucking Nasus. Late game, he's just sitting for fucking 10 Qs.
Yeah. Welcome to Nasus, guys. By the way, the most broken champion in the game. This is why Nasus is broken, guys. Just watch.
Look at this shit. You're a fucking Nasus. Late game, he's just sitting for fucking 10 Qs.
Nasus late game champion, by the way, guys. He's not mid game. He's all about late game, guys.
Reevaluate how good armor.
Infinite stacking, big time damages. Just. Whoo. That's right. That's Nasus for you. Late game.
He had how much armor? He had 305 armor?
There should be a difference between, okay, you went 4 AD champions. You should be at a slight disadvantage compared.
No, there is no difference. Maybe there was difference in Season 3 when this game had 50% less damage overall. But nowadays, people, I think they finally started to realize that going full AD doesn't even matter. Not even a little bit. You can go full AD and win just as easily as with a good team comp. But yeah, I don't know, man. The amount of mistakes he did is actually, I don't know if I can count to this number, but yeah, let's see real fast if League is up. Maybe we can play, but I don't know if I will be able to play after that, guys. Honestly, this is going to be a tough call.